everyone, it's Amy, and I am just here to try and kind of duplicate. I got the Wink of Stella, and I don't know if you can kind of see the sparkly on there, but I got the clear one, and I really liked the way that it worked on here. And they have all different colors and everything, but they're quite expensive. They're like $8 for just a pen. And so I tried to do it myself. And now this one is not clear, this one is white, but I still got the same kind of sparkle on it as I did with the Wink of Stella. And so I'm going to just show you the way that I did that. I used 1/2 of a teaspoon of glycerin, which I already have in my little pot here because I wanted it to kind of drain off my spoon. And then 1/2 a teaspoon of water. And then, so basically just equal parts. And then I'm going to try, I want to try and make some blue because they have it in all different colors. And so I'm going to use my LA colors. Now the way to get the bottom off of these is to use your awl or pokey tool, as most of us call it. Go close to the edge, but not really, about 1/8 of an inch in or something, right about here. Because you're going to want to be able to pry it. So it's easier to go towards the edge than it is if you go in the center. It's easier to get off if you put your hole in the edge. So, but what you need to do is you need to just take your awl and very carefully, straight up and down, just go back and forth until your awl makes it through the plastic. And that's all there is to it. And then you just lift away. Just lift up with that. I'm just being very careful because I don't want it to go all over the place. You just pry that up and voila, you can get into the bottom. So, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, I have a little one here. This one is 1/4 of a teaspoon. So I'm going to use 1/2 a teaspoon of this also. So I'm going to put in 2/4. Since my 1/2 a teaspoon is wet, I really didn't want to stick it in my powder. Okay. And I want to see, now you can take this lid, lay it back on the top. I don't know if you could hear that or not, but it snaps right back on there. And now I'm just going to mix this up really well. And so basically it's equal parts of everything. And last time I put my powder in first, and it mixed in a whole lot better than this. So put your powder in first, and then put your water and your glycerin on top, and it will mix up better. Let me see, I also used the spoon last time to mix it, so let's, oh yeah, that's working a lot better than the pokey tool with just a little tiny point trying to mix it. But just get it mixed up really well. And the one thing that I haven't tried that I wanted to try was to put this in a water brush and see if you, because with the Wink of Stella, it's a brush type marker, and you know, which makes it kind of easy to use. But then again, you can just use a paintbrush with this, and hopefully, I think, you know, basically get the same effect for a whole lot less money. The glycerin, I think, was $4 something, and the LA colors was $1, and the water was free out of my tap. So, okay, so I think that's pretty well mixed up. I'm just going to grab a piece of scrap cardstock here. So I've just got this cardstock I was playing with yesterday. I'm just going to put some of that on my paintbrush. Oh yes, that does come out very nice and blue. And of course it's going to probably be really hard to see on here, but it does sparkle very nicely too. There, I think you can kind of see the sparkle. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, I'm in love with this. And just a nice fine brush will give you the nice fine strokes of having a brush pen. But yeah, that works really nice. And even here where I put it on and it's very, very light, it's still sparkling. So that's very cool. Now I want to, of course I haven't made a lot, but I want to try and put it in my brush pen. and I have a little teeny tiny funnel and I can't find it. So this one and my pen are like exactly the same size, so we'll have to see if I can get it to actually go in there or not. Hopefully it won't totally run out the edges. Of course, then you'd want to make sure that you use a brush or something to get all of that out of your pot. But I can go back and do that in a few minutes. Okay, so we've got the funnel empty. Oh, I got a little bit on my mat, but I got most of it inside here. I'm going to wipe this off. Here we go. Of course, if it works in here, then I can make a larger amount. And let's see if it will work with a water brush. Need to get it all back down to the bottom here. Woo! Well, it does come out. And that works perfectly. So if you want to have a sparkly brush pen, like with the Wink of Stella, you can just mix equal parts of glycerin, water, and any kind of mica powder. The LA colors come from the Dollar Tree and they're so cheap. You can use it with a brush. You can use it inside of a water brush, and I think I'll just like make a couple of these. But water brushes are, you know, I mean, they're can be a little bit expensive too, not $8 a piece. So I just can't afford, I love that Wink of Stella, I just can't afford $8 a piece to get different colors. And so this is just a nice alternative to that. And so I'm going to make some more. I'll probably do maybe a teaspoon of each, or I'll have to see how much will fit in this water brush, and I'm going to make enough to fill it up. So, oh, excuse me. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And yeah, so have a try for yourself. It makes really nice. It'd be nice for like when you're journaling or something like that, where you want to use a brush to write it on there, and then you can use it for mixed media. The first one I made, excuse me for bumping the tripod, the first one I made, the clear one, I just put in, I had these little things, and I thought, well, I'm going to just make 4 colors. But then I got to thinking about the water brush, so I thought that we'd try that. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Make your own glittery pen. So, thank you very much. I really appreciate you watching, and I hope that you all have an outstanding day. Bye-bye.